we have to open ourselves up to the possibility that Kevin Durant is currently the better actual basketball player. Why is that such a laughable proclamation?
Because there's not a thing on the court he's better at than LeBron. Not one.
He's not.
So if you're not better at
he's not a better shooter. He's not a better mid-range shooter. He's
okay.
not a better. He's not a better shot blocker. Like, those are three things that he's definitively better at.
Okay, well, it's interesting that he's a better three-point shooter, despite the fact that they shoot nearly the same threes per game and LeBron shoots a higher percentage. Shot blocker's interesting. Better rim protector, no. There are two players in the league that at the rim, people are shooting less than 50%. Kristaps Porzingis and LeBron James. Mid-range shooter, you'd have to show me the numbers to show me that. But overall scoring, LeBron's better. I know you don't care about rebounding for some reason, even though that's the only way you end a defensive possession. He's clearly a better rebounder.
Don't give me the overall stats. We have never judged a player based upon overall stats, especially when LeBron was statistically dominant in the first half of games and he was dominated in the second half of games in the exact same NBA Finals. It happened right before our eyes.
Absolutely, Doug. You do this weird thing, which is act as if there is some curve. Like, points scored in the first quarter do not count to the total the same. I do this other weird thing where I happen to believe that, like, at the end of games, you say, okay, how many points were scored in the first, second, third, fourth quarter, add it up, and that's who wins. It's not like, well, you do 2x for the fourth quarter points. That's not the way I've ever done the math. I don't think
what you just told me before, he's the most clutch player in the league. He scores the most fourth quarter points in the league, yet he didn't do it when he was going against Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals. So you actually used the second half clutch fourth quarter, and then you diminish that by saying, look, I'm all about total stats. Like, look, stats are provided for a numerous amount of reasons. One reason is to try and explain to people who either didn't watch or don't understand what they're watching who was in fact good. But in the NBA Finals, and we didn't have this with LeBron and Kobe. They never matched up against each other in the finals. Plus, they're not really the same position. You have two players playing the same position, and one wants to guard the other in Kevin Durant. Now, it's fair to say that he got away with at least two possessions in which he fouled LeBron. But it happened in the fourth quarter on Christmas Day. It happened in the fourth quarter throughout 5 games of the NBA Finals that he was better than LeBron when it mattered. And that's how we judge who, in fact, is the best.
Okay, so the reason I brought up the fourth quarter and clutch stats from this year is because I know you like them so much. So I was letting you know about them.
What the hell did you say?
As far as when it mattered, again, I'm weird. I think every possession of an NBA Finals game matters. And they shot the exact same percentage from the field. Durant averaged 1 more point, half as many assists, and 4 fewer rebounds. But let me just ask you, Doug.
Yes.
Because I know you don't like LeBron's game. You've never liked LeBron's game.
That's absolutely not true. That could not be further from the truth. I think he's arguably the second greatest player we've ever seen. But he loses confidence in his jump shot at times. He hasn't developed a mid-range game. He hasn't really developed a post game. He's incredibly dominant in spite of his flaws. Kevin Durant is the most like the superstars we've seen in the past in that you can give him the basketball and he will get you a shot. LeBron has to have shooters around him. He has to have a center that shoots threes because if he can't get to the rim, he can't beat you. That's how the Spurs beat him in the NBA Finals. He is not a flawless player.
Okay, but hold on. That's how the Spurs beat him in the Finals. How did the NBA Finals before that end? Was it LeBron James hitting a mid-range jump shot to clinch Game 7 of the Finals? Did that happen? Was it the NBA? Was
LeBron
an NBA
James
Finals
was
game where
change the call? Now he's going to the line for 2. LeBron coming over to the table, looking for a win.
Curry bumped by Kevin Love. Here's Durant. Nice feed inside, and JaVale McGee's got 2 dunks. By the way, that foul on Klay Thompson was his second. So Thompson and Durant both with 2. Durant jumper right on target tonight. That won't go. Draymond Green rips down the rebound, his 6th. Durant, hesitation drive, left-handed off the glass, and he's fouled by James. First personal on LeBron James. Ripped the game, 15 points.
I'm going to give you credit. You're on your game right now.
McGee throws it down, and the Durant gets past James, throws it out in the corner. Draymond Green has plenty of time.